Previously.
That blessing is for Leviathan, I assume. Azrael, doesn't he deserve to know that he has a father who watches over him?
I have no right to call myself his father. Everything I touch freezes and dies.
If the witch hunters are hiding in Port Promise, we're going to find them. But we must send in someone they haven't met.
My name is Sean Winters. I hate vampires.
Oh wow. There really is a sex video starring Tiamo.
Even if you didn't know who he was, how could you overlook the telltale signs that scream vampire? You're with the Mamminis.
No new message from Grande.
Please. No more thunderstorms. Just yesterday, an entire group of amateur mountain climbers had to cancel their plans and go snowboarding instead.
Why do you care? It's not like you're making a living from tourism.
Joe F.L. Has it really been 15 years already? The older I get, the faster time seems to fly by. Seems like yesterday that I asked for your blessing on Solani.
I fulfilled your request, for which you promised me an unspecified favor in return. I'm calling it in today. I need you to cast the time-breaking curse.
What do you need a black hole for?
As a prison for a witch who has disturbed the natural order in such a major way that simply banning her from Solani won't be enough.
Are you sure? We both know you tend to be overly dramatic. Is that her? What has she done?
The kind of thing that led to the magic realm breaking apart. And according to what I saw in the future, she's going to be responsible for something even worse if she isn't stopped. Am I still being overly dramatic?
There, that should hold her for a few billion years. I'm also going to erect an additional moon barrier and station a few snow wardens around the prison if it helps you sleep at night.
I never sleep.
Neither do I. That's just an expression humans use.
Have you been mingling again?
Why does that sound like an accusation? You know, it gets lonely up here. Unlike you, I don't have people coming up to me and asking to be mermaids. I may grant them different blessings when they make wishes at the shrine, or help certain souls cross over from time to time, but it's not the same thing as a normal conversation at eye level.
Just remember that you and those mortals will never really be at eye level. The last time you forgot that, the angel of death became a father.
Speaking of which, how is my son doing?
He's causing trouble, to put it mildly. Not quite as much as the witch in the timeless chamber, but I'm afraid I'll have to exile him next.
Well, his prison is set up, so do what you have to do.
You know I will. Until next time, Azrael.
Oh Leviathan. What kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into again?
Leviathan, can you hear me? Leviathan.
Where are we?
I don't know. I was barely conscious when the witch hunters took us. I'm so sorry, this is all my fault. But when that old lady turned into a giant spider, I just lost it.
She's the one who stopped me from leaving the bar. Prudence's mother apparently.
And probably the vampire Aya told me about. That would explain a lot, like her sudden transformation.
I thought vampires could only turn into bats, not spiders.
True, but they also have mind control abilities. She may never have turned into anything at all, but made me think she did. But now I'm better prepared, she won't fool me again. Can you do anything to get us out of here?
How do you feel about flood waves tearing down locked doors?
Sounds good to me, all things considered. You can tell the water not to drown us though, right?
I could, if I had any control over it. That's the thing with us merfolk, in order to control it, we need to be in touch with it.
You need to be wet. And of course they locked us in a room with no water source. I don't usually say this, but fuck.
Don't panic. We just want to get to know you a little better, Sean Winters, or whatever your real name is. Come with me.
No thanks.
I wasn't talking to you, Mrs. Doubtfire. You shut up and stay here. I realize you're human and therefore not our enemy, but Sven nearly bled out after you shot him. Another stunt like that, and I'll eliminate you for good, occult or not. Because I have a hot date tonight and you're not going to ruin it for me.
Then I guess I have no other choice.
Be careful. So Sven Doughty is in no shape to fight, and his wife is probably taking care of him. That only leaves Prudence, her mother whose scare tactics will no longer work on me, and our little punch clock villain who doesn't seem so keen on working overtime. Good. We might just make it out.
Sure you don't need any help?
No, we're good. Might take a little longer to get home though.
Lev's boiling potion had us worried for a little while, but Grande just called again to tell us they're fine.
Fuck that. Mine started boiling when I got splashed by an overly sensitive tap in the restroom, so either Mum brewed those potions to be overly sensitive too, or they were bullshit from the beginning.
I do smell bullshit. Or human shit, I'm not sure, because that student coming out of the restroom looks like the tap wasn't the only sanitary equipment that malfunctioned today.
In that case, we can probably go home.
You mean Shadow Vale? I doubt that Mum will actually let us go home.
Well, I do live in Shadow Vale, so it's home to me.
If you need anything, just call.
Of course.
You can count on me.
I didn't realize you could use mind control on someone that far away and make them think they're hearing a different voice while talking to you in real time.
I'm slowly getting the hang of it. Until there's a cure for vampirism, I might as well use it to my benefit. Now, let's find out what kind of occult our new acquaintance is.
Just out of curiosity, did the Mamminis plan to use you as their spy already exist back when you and Tiamo made that sex tape and put it on YouTube? How could you possibly think we weren't going to see through you?
I told you, I had no idea who that guy was, or that there was a video of our encounter. But I am indeed surprised that you and your friends know about it. None of you strikes me as the porn-watching type, especially not the old Black Widow and her daughter whose prudery is even part of her name.
In our line of work, you have to keep an eye on your enemy's activities. Easy with someone like Tiamo Mammini. I never watched his full sex tape until today, but I did catch a glimpse of his partner, and remembered that when I saw you at the bar.
If your memory is that good, you should also remember that your fellow witch hunters were defeated by witches not too long ago, so why are you still working for them?
I never said we were witch hunters.
Well, it wasn't hard to guess.
Be that as it may, you certainly know a lot for someone who claims to be so utterly clueless. Next time you try to convince a seasoned witch hunter nearly 3 times your age that you hate occults, go for a more subtle performance.
Thank you, Bobo. We have everything under control. Go keep watch at the mine entrance.
Mine entrance? This isn't the silver mine though, is it? Because those crystals over there look nothing like silver.
But the watch you're wearing is partly made of silver, and since it's not burning your skin, that means you're not a werewolf. I don't think you're a vampire either, otherwise you could just turn into a bat and fly away. So what are you?
I'm human.
Really? Because I think you're a merman, if only because you mentioned moving here from Saloni. Assuming that wasn't also a lie. We shall find out soon enough. Prudence, give him a dose of the lightning gun at the lowest setting.
What are you doing?
Nothing you need to worry about, if you're indeed the ordinary human you claim to be. In that case, you'll barely feel a sting. However, if you're a merman, as I believe, you already know that electricity is to your kind what silver is to werewolves, and even low voltage can cause great injury. Let's see which of us is right.
Loki, in case you didn't know, you're supposed to walk down the stairs, not fly.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Just feeling a little dizzy. Maybe I ate something bad at the cafeteria.
Nope, you didn't eat anything at all. Neither did I, because the Foxberry cafeteria only has a children's menu in case students bring their kids, but nothing for their canine companions, and that's discrimination. Who can I bark to about this?
You can't fly anywhere in bat form today. Fortunately, there's a new bus connecting Brightchester to Windenburg.
Guys.
The fuck?
A merman, no doubt. That should make things easy for us, as long as we can keep him away from the river.
Why don't we just kill him and be done with it?
Because I need information. Why did the Mamminis send you? To confirm our current location, I assume, but what was the plan after that? Are they coming here too?
Go to hell.
You first. Increase the dose, Prudence, make it hurt a little more.
I really don't see the point in this.
Fine, I'll find other ways to make him talk. Tell me, little merman, what do you fear the most?
The vampire who tried to bind himself to one of my dolls the other night. I already gave you my blessing. What else do you want?
Your turn, Loki. Who was your embarrassing first love?
That's not a topic I'd like to discuss with you.
Mum, don't scare him with questions like that, he's a real prude. Remember his reaction to my sex tape with Leviathan? Or would you prefer the term coitus?
Leviathan? There aren't many people with that name. Are you friends with my son by any chance? And apparently, there's a sex tape starring you too.
Speaking of holes and ways to penetrate them, the hole in the mountain there looked rather suspicious, doesn't it? Could this be the entrance to our cave?
Angels seem to love hiding stuff in caves. I wonder if the one on Sulani is going to become a prison too, after we stole its main treasure, the conch shell.
So that was you? Figures, because now you're trying to break Joe Field's prisoner out of my timeless chamber. I should probably do something about that, but...
I sense a very strong moon barrier, the same one that thwarted our attempt to free Elise via the reverse familiar summoning spell. And there's something else. A timeless chamber.
You must be much older and more powerful than you look if you can just sense all that. It usually takes an angel to detect another angel's magical traces. These people are getting more and more interesting. I should keep an eye on them.
Are you really okay, Loki? What happened to you back there?
I wish I could tell you. It felt like I was disappearing and reappearing. I think I even lost consciousness for a while.
What if someone tried to curse you?
That wouldn't work. I'm immune to magic, remember? But whatever it was, it seems to be over now. Like you said, good thing we took the bus. Maybe I was just exhausted and needed to sit down for a while.
Hi there. What are you doing here? Were you looking for me?
Get over yourself, Rainbow Hair. We're on our way home from university. The new bus going to Brightchester is nice, but would be even nicer if it had more stops in Windenburg than just this one here.
It's very practical for me. I'm going to SetsunaMaiou to pick up Mary Sue from work, and then we might go see a movie.
In SetsunaMaiou? You do realize that's the new capital of the witch hunters, right?
Yes, but I'm not a witch, so I should be safe. According to Prudence, my visions make me a prophet. But speaking of which, Tiamo, I recently learned about your sex tape on YouTube.
Oh please, let's not talk about that again.
Seconded.
Thirded.
Normally I wouldn't, and believe me, this makes me uncomfortable too, but I saw it in my dreams before I found it on the internet. Now I wonder if that could mean anything?
You're having wet dreams about me getting it on with another man. Yeah, sure, it means your subconscious mind is trying to tell you something about yourself that you didn't know yet. But I don't do minors, no offense.
Honestly, that was my first interpretation too, and the reason I didn't take those dreams seriously at first. But I kept having them, and then they turned out to be visions of something that actually happened, so I just wanted you to know, in case it's a message that I'm supposed to pass on to you. There's my bus.
Well, Tiamo, if you hadn't been famous before, you certainly would be now, albeit for all the wrong reasons.
What are the odds the witch hunters have seen my video too, and Lev could get into trouble because of it?
I can't imagine those Bible thumpers watching porn, and Grande just assured me that everything is okay.
No way Jaden had those visions for no reason. Come on, we're not new to this game, are we?
Bitch seems to disagree. Maybe we should go to Port Promise and see for ourselves.
You're not going anywhere as long as you're at risk of fading in and out of existence again. Take my children home and leave everything else to me. Come bitch, we have a bus to catch. Hey, wait for us.
What is this place? Grande, are you there? Tiamo? Wilbica, Aya? Why are you calling out for them, in this situation? Did turning into Sean Winters for a day really cause you to lose your identity? What? Who are you? I am you. And we're a troublemaker, no more no less. We don't need other people. Or have you forgotten all the fun we had on Sulani, back when it was just us, with no one's rules to follow? Wasn't that the best time of our life? Had it been up to us, we would never have left. But it wasn't up to us. We can't return to Sulani. The Sea Hag won't allow it. That's okay, I don't want to return to that lonely life anyway. Not after we've finally found a family. Our parents may have abandoned us, but now we have the Mamminis. We should settle down and start a family of our own. With just a little bit of magic, we could even have biological children with Tiamo. No, that would mean I'd have to become a woman again. But I'm not a woman, and I don't want to be one.
But what do you want? Have you ever really thought about that? We don't have all the time in the world. Sooner rather than later, we'll grow old and die. And if we can't find the meaning of our life until then, was there ever even a meaning to begin with?
If life has no meaning, and nothing we do makes any difference, we should just do whatever we want. Exactly, like playing tricks on strangers and laughing at their misfortune, as we used to. No, starting a family, having lots of coitus, and lots of children to build a dynasty of terror.
We can't live in Windenburg like we did on Sulani. The system won't allow it, and how are we supposed to be a good parent if we never had parents to learn from? We were born alone, we'll die alone, and nothing we do will ever matter. Our life is indeed meaningless.
What should I do? Who can I trust?
You do you, always, because when push comes to shove, the only person you can rely on is you.
But these are all me. Different versions of me. What's going on?
Vampires have mind control abilities. She may never have turned into anything at all, but made me think she did.
Yes, you're right. This isn't happening. None of this is real. It's all her doing.
So you think you've figured it out, huh? But what does it matter? You're still going to die eventually, so why don't you just die right here and now, and spare yourself the torment of growing old as a fish out of water, in a world without meaning?
Because I want to live.
Damn.
Congratulations. You're the first monster to break out of my hallucination before I even got to ask my questions. Too bad that kind of willpower won't protect you in the real world.
Shut up.
You can't drown me, because I don't need to breathe.
Water can hurt in other ways too.
Yes, especially when you're soaked with it. Stupid sea monster.
You've had your fun. What now?
Now we get rid of him. And the big guy too.
But the big guy is human.
A human who is helping occults and keeps interfering with our business. He's an obstacle, and you know what we do to obstacles. We crush them. Now go get him. Tranquilize him with the lightning gun if he puts up a fight.
Perhaps we did something wrong. Shouldn't he be waking up by now?
His spirit probably hasn't been able to leave his body yet, and the doll will only revive him when that happens. We just have to wait.
No, the doll will revive him when I allow it, and not a minute sooner.
Are you the Grim Reaper?
Something like that. And you're the guy Leviathan fell in love with. A vampire. Not my first choice, but anything is better than a snow warden, a behemoth, or a werewolf.
Thanks. If it's any consolation, I wouldn't say we're in love.
Do you realize he's pregnant with your child?
What? That can't be.
Magic makes it possible. It turned him into a woman after all. I'd tell you more, but that would be pointless, since you won't remember any of this when you wake up.
Yeah, I guess. Loki warned me about that. A side effect of Azrael's dolls.
My dolls. Leviathan is bound to one too, so if he dies, it will instantly revive him, but without the child. We can't let that happen. Promise me you'll take care of him and the child. Don't make the same mistake I did.
Wait, will I even remember that promise?
Go back now. Your friends are waiting.
You won't get away with this, Prudence. Aya will find you, and she'll kill you. Again.
How kind of you to mention it. Aya Mammini turned my daughter into a garden gnome and then smashed her to pieces, so it's only fair that we do the same thing to her henchman, without the garden gnome part.
Shit. Leviathan, wake up.
What was that?
Sounds like someone forced their way into the mine. You could be right, big guy. If that's Aya coming for you, I'll provide her with a seat of honor to witness your execution.
How did it get so freezing cold all of a sudden?
Intruder. Intruder.
Stop right there. I don't know what kind of freak you are, but if you came here looking for your worst fear, you can.
I remember you, Prudence Lacroix. I remember every single soul that ever crossed over. And you did it twice, first when you died, then again when you came back. Didn't like your corner in the afterlife all that much, did you?
Who are you?
Your salvation, or your downfall, it's up to you. Your 2 prisoners in the other room are under my protection now. Let them go and stay away from them. If you or your fellow witch hunters ever harass them again, I will find you and deliver your soul personally.
To hell?
To a place that will make hell look like a wellness holiday. You think you've seen the worst, but you've barely even scratched the surface. Make a choice, Prudence, and choose wisely.
This is Grande's car, alright. But where is Grande? He was supposed to stay in the car, unless there was an emergency. But then why didn't the potion start boiling again?
Maybe some kind of anti-magic technology was blocking the signal, like Loki suggested.
Aya.
There you are. What happened? Leviathan looks like he's been put through a rock grinder.
That was their plan, but then. I don't know why, but Prudence suddenly changed her mind and decided to let us go.
She seemed rather reluctant about the whole thing, from the beginning. Not quite the smug, sadistic bitch you described. No offense, bitch.
I'll let it slide this time, but only because you look like death.
Her mother, though, is the devil in the flesh. She...
Easy there, you can tell us about all that later. First we have to get you to a hospital.